Hello guys and welcome to a new unit of our course. The name of this unit is Gerunds and Nouns. What is the objective of this unit? Today you're going to learn what are and how to use gerunds. Before we actually start talking about gerunds, we need to remember what nouns are. What is a noun? A noun is a word we use to refer to a person, place, thing, or an idea. Nouns can be singular or can be plural, concrete, or abstract. We had already made this exercise in a previous unit. We identified the nouns that we had in this picture of these two lovely ladies. Remember, they are Lexi and Jules. So nouns in the picture that we have are her, Lexi. Lexi is a proper noun, so we use a capital letter. We have clothes, leg, bed. Jules is also a proper noun, so we use a capital letter. We have hand, we have pizza, camera, and friendship. So remember that nouns are words we use to refer to persons, places, things, or idea. Friendship, for example, is an abstract noun, and bed or leg are concrete. And nouns can be the subject of a sentence or the object of a verb. For example, we have three sentences here describing what is happening in the picture. Lexi and Jules are eating pizza. In this case, the nouns are Lexi, the noun is Jules, and the noun is pizza. The subject of the sentence are Lexi and Jules, and the object of the verb is pizza. What are they eating? What are Lexi and Jules eating? They are eating pizza. In this case, in the second sentence, Lexi loves Jules. Well, Lexi is a noun and Jules is another noun. Lexi is the subject of the sentence and Jules is the object of the verb. Who does Lexi love? Lexi loves Jules. And Jules called her friends last night. In this case, we have Jules is a noun, friends is a noun, night is a noun, last is an adjective, and her is the possessive adjective too. But in this case, Jules is the subject of the sentence, and friends is the object of the verb. Who did Jules call? Jules called her friends. So in this case, we have examples of nouns that are the subject of the sentence or the object of the verb. But what happens when we need to use an action or a verb as the subject of the sentence? What happens when we refer to an action, when we need to talk about an action? Sometimes verbs can use as noun. How do we do that? We add ing to the verb. That's what we call a gerund. A gerund, which is a verb plus ing, can be used as a noun. We can use gerunds as part of a sentence in three different cases. The first case is when the gerund is the subject of the sentence. Trying local food is a nice way to learn the culture of a place. Volunteering can help you transform the world. Switching to renewable energies helps the environment. Donating your clothes can be a helpful way to reduce waste. The second case is when the gerund is the object of the verb. I enjoy traveling, but I hate planning. I dislike packing, but I love buying new clothes. I prefer taking Ubers than taking buses. And the third case is when the gerund acts as the object of a preposition. I'm interested in learning new languages. I'm concerned about using so many plastic bags. I'm excited about making my home more energy efficient. I'm totally interested in reducing the amount of meat that I eat to help the environment. Now, I want you to see these three sentences. The three sentences we have on the screen include verbs with ing. Walking is a good exercise is the first one. Bob and I are playing tennis. I heard some surprising news. Can you identify in which sentence we have a gerund? In this case, the only sentence that has a gerund is the first one. Walking, the verb walk plus ing is a gerund that acts as the subject of the sentence. Walking is a good exercise. The second sentence says, Bob and I are playing tennis. In this case, playing is the present participle, and we use it to make a sentence in the present continuous. But it's not a gerund. And in this case, I heard some surprising news. Surprising is not a gerund, it's an adjective. But what kind of adjective it is? It's a participial adjective. We make it using the present participle, but it's not a gerund, it's an adjective. I heard some surprising news means that I was surprised by the news that I heard. The news that I heard made me feel surprised. Let me know in case you have comments or questions. And thank you very much.